All right, and we are back. We did jump out of that right from that handicap bunkhouse match, take a quick break, and we are back. And we are ready for this tape fist Texas death style match, which basically both men have their fists taped. And obviously they are weapons in and of themselves, but anything goes. And much like a last man standing / Texas death match, the man who doesn't answer the 10 count will lose the match. So, here we go. They are already in the ring. They are ready to go. As you see, both men's fists are taped. And Nikita going right after Perez. I think it's the first time I've ever seen Nikita in a taped fist match of any kind that I personally have ever seen. I don't know how many Al Perez has been in. Once again, you got all that tape on those fists, and they may as well just be a weapon. Perez going out of the ring, trying to distance himself from Koloff. But Nikita right on his back. And Perez now. Don't forget, anything goes, no disqualification, no time limit. Pretty much they can do whatever they want, as Nikita looked to nail him with a clothesline, and Perez went face first right off that announce table. The referee will count to 10 when a wrestler goes down. Back in the old days, they used to call tape fist match a brass knucks match because they had so much tape on their hands. It was almost like getting hit with brass knuckles. Now into the steps goes Al Perez. Nikita is, you talk about intensity, this man is all about intensity, is Nikita. And he's got a big score to settle against Al Perez. Of course, if you've been following us here on the WWE 2K NWA Edition Network with Neil ET87 and myself, you know that during the U.S. title tournament back in May, it was Al Perez who attacked Nikita Koloff in the dressing room and essentially led to him losing the U.S. title to Barry Windham in Chicago. Nikita using those tape fists to his advantage, but Perez strikes back. Drop toe hold. Nice maneuver. Of course, Al Perez, as you see him working on that leg, his finishing maneuver is coup de grace, if you will. And by the way, the coup de grace was not born with a more recent fellow who wrestles by the name of Finn Balor. Basically, it means the end. And usually the end, or the finish maneuver, the coup de grace, if you will. Nikita using those tape fists. Anyway, Al Perez's coup de grace finishing maneuver is the spinning toe hold. Very reminiscent of a gentleman we saw earlier tonight here in Amarillo, Terry Funk, as well as Dory Funk Jr. used that move to win the NWA World title back in the day. And back of this match, it's Texas Death Rules, tape fists. Referee is counting. Al Perez is down. I don't think Nikita's done with him yet. Nope. You got to figure he wants to inflict some more punishment in front of this near capacity house here in the Amarillo Civic Center. Big elbow. Still to come, World Tag Team title match. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard will defend the belts against Sting and Dr. Death Steve Williams. Grudge Tag Team match with the Road Warriors against Paul Jones's contingent of the Russian Assassin and Ivan Koloff. And then the big one inside the Thunder Cage, Dusty Rhodes and Lex Luger take on the world champion Ric Flair and Barry Windham. A nice inside-out suplex, or I should say outside-to-in suplex. Nikita got right back up, but he's right back down again. Al Perez now with a reverse chin lock, almost a neck vice type deal here. You might be thinking, watching this, well, what's that going to do? Well, it probably would wear him down eventually, and more wear-down maneuvers you do, as Nikita, with that patented running elbow into the corner on Al Perez, more wear-down moves you do, I guess the better your chances of staying down and not answering the 10 count. Irish whip in. Oh, he went for the sickle, but he clotheslined himself on the rope. Al Perez had the presence of mind to move out of the way. Must have knocked the wind out of himself. And Nikita gets up at the count at 4. Maybe 5, I lost track. Perez now going for that spinning toe hold. Now again, there's no submissions in this match. If a man does not answer the referee's 10 count, he will lose the match. And his opponent will obviously be the victor. Duh. Into the corner. Nikita now. Atomic drop on the Latin sensation Al Perez. Once again, Koloff not done with his man, picks him right back up, and they go over the top. You see the fans here in Amarillo really into this match. Into the barricade. Koloff with his taped fist right to the head of Al Perez. And once again, going to the head. He didn't know where are they going. Now, the last time these two guys went away from the ring in Greenville at the Great American Bash at the Greenville Memorial Auditorium. Oh! This thing might be, I was going to say they ended up in the back, they ended up in the crowd, they ended up back at the entryway. But these two men have such an utter disdain for each other. This might be apt to end out on the street. Long as the 10 count is rendered, the match can end. Does not have to take place in the ring. Nikita with those heavy right hands. Irish whip reversed. And that is a forearm that usually finds the mark. Even more so now with tape on it, but Nikita gets right back up. Nikita using those tape fists to his advantage. And a sickle clothesline, if you will, right over the top. Wait for a minute, Nikita was going to take that table apart. Irish whip again to the barricade. Oh boy, we saw this earlier in the Murdoch Garvin match. Another barricade destroyed. Perez trying to do everything he can to get to his feet, but he just had the wind knocked out of him, you got to think. Now he picks him up. Obviously not done with him yet. Oh, Nikita goes face first right to the post. You got to give it to Al Perez. He is one tough customer. Takes a shot right through that barricade you see laying there, and he still gets back up. Nikita's up. Both men extremely proud, extremely tough, intense, and neither man willing to give an inch here, as they are going back and forth. And those fists are indeed loaded. Oh, man. Sort of a reverse Russian leg sweep. The referee is counting, and the crowd right along with him. Well, Nikita didn't feel like waiting, so he picked him right back up. Oh, face first right to the barricade. And now it's Nikita's turn to hit the barricade. And the taste it as well. Suplex. Vertical suplex on the floor. Now, I mentioned in Greenville they had the Texas Death Match. Didn't have their fist taped up, but they had a Texas Death Match in Greenville with Nikita coming out ahead on that one. But each new match is a whole new ball game because anybody could beat anybody on any given day. Nikita with those fists, and Perez strikes back. Oh, Perez nails Koloff. Oh, reverse neck breaker right across the knee. That'll knock you in the middle of next week. And the Russian sickle. Modified version of the sickle. Maybe that'll keep Perez down. Nope, Nikita goes after Perez. And Perez, yep, he is lacerated. He is busted open. And Nikita going right after that cut. Yeah, Perez is a mess. That shot got him. Oh, Perez right into the elbow, but he did not go down. He must have tasted and saw his own blood. And oh, what a gut buster. Nikita all tangled up in the ropes. Now Perez saw that blood and absolutely did not go down. And there's a patented Nikita Koloff move, that clothesline, where he follows his man over the top rope. Where are they going now? Oh, they are heading to the back. Running shoulder tackle by Nikita. I'll have to research that. I think I got to remember back. I believe that was in Norfolk that they had the Texas Death Match. I might be wrong on that. I have to go back and watch the video. But anyway, here we are. We are in Amarillo, the Great American Bash. 2 stops here in the state of Texas. Of course, we'll be back in Texas on July 29th at the Sam Houston Coliseum as the Great American Bash rolls on through the summer. July into the month of August. And we are back at the entryway, which, again, it does not have to end in the ring. It could end here on the floor. It could end in the locker room. Could end in the interview area. Perez. Oh, and there's a sickle. That might well be it. Perez is down. He might be out. Up to 7. He's up to 8. He's up to 9, and he's up. Unbelievable. Nikita Koloff pounding away. But look at Perez fight back. They are on the floor here in the Amarillo Civic Center, and he is just fighting back. Oh, Nikita countered. Boy, it is just knocked. This is the type of match they love here in Texas. They are heading over toward the side, and Nikita and Perez are going backstage. This thing could end up in the interview area. It could end up in the locker room. And they are just slugging it out here in the back. Some other wrestling company left their logo on the wall over there. Nikita. Looks like he's had enough. He's going back out. Perez following him. They're going back out to the arena. That didn't last too long. They have gone away from the ring. They're out near the entryway. Oh, they are heading back again. Let's see what happens here. Yep, they're in the interview area. And Nikita and Perez are going at it. Nikita into, looks like a trunk over there again. This other wrestling company left their logos laying around. They are just duking it out here. And Perez head first off the trunk. And Nikita with a sickle from behind. You can see the referee counting over there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, Nikita gets thrown out into the hallway. Again, we are backstage in the Amarillo Civic Center. These two men absolutely despise each other. Total disdain for one another. And Koloff off the trunk there. And a reverse neck breaker by Perez here on the concrete. And Nikita right back up. You should call this an Iron Man match. You better be to survive something like this. As they are just going back and forth. Oh, Perez into another trunk. Perez stumbling down the hallway. Nikita has a trash can. Oh, a trash can right up the back. Nikita is ensuring that Perez does not get up, but he picks him up anyway. Into another trunk. Apparently this is the trunk hallway. Nikita, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, and a tombstone pile driver on the floor. That's got to be it. The referee is counting. Perez's head is a mess. And if that didn't make that cut wider, I don't know what did. He is an absolute mess. Nikita picks him up again. Sometimes it's better to leave well enough alone, but this is ridiculous now. Perez. And Nikita blocks it again. Oh boy. They are getting near that electrical circuit board right there. Nikita just went into the office. And Nikita's up. Nikita's got a briefcase. Good grief. I don't know where he got that from. He got it off the table, but that looks like to be a metal Halliburton briefcase. Oh, and he nails him again. That's got to be it. This has got to be it. Perez is out. He is not moving, and this thing has got to be done. He's up to 9, 10, that's it. Your winner, Nikita Koloff.